Hello everybody and welcome to the preliminary episode of my map making series. I wanted to make a short introductory video to this series to outline what it is that I'm going to be doing, because I felt like with map making there was a wide range of interesting things that would be relevant to a lot of people, and to dive straight into the series as how I see it unfolding probably wouldn't be the best idea. So by doing this little video I kind of outlined some of the things you can expect to see in this series. So the general gist of the series is that we're going to be following map development, because I'm working on two maps at the moment, Cube Control 2, and we're in the test world for that right now, and the other map is Gold Rush. Now I released that a few days ago, but I actually want to continue working on it and make the game even better. I've got a lot of ideas for how I can improve it and make it more interesting. So when the series starts with the first episode, we're going to dive into Gold Rush and have a look at how the map works, and also I'm going to talk about the creative process behind that, some of the things, how you take your ideas and put them into action. And then after that we'll probably follow the development of Gold Rush, expanding the game, making it better, and also Cube Control 2. So episodes will generally just follow me breaking down all the different things that you need to do to build a map from nothing into the final product, and just going through them one by one, because usually it involves lots of decision making and problem solving, and I just want to kind of get that on camera so you guys can see what goes into the map making. So in general, each episode will just follow me working on the map day to day and showing you the different problems that I encounter and the decisions that I have to make and the choices that I make, etc. So for example, I've already worked on Cube Control 2 a bit, and I've made this little thing here, and that's another thing that I want to do with this series, is for each of the different map mechanics that are involved, like what we have here, I'll give an explanation of how these things work and how you can recreate them. And I was also thinking it might be a good idea to have tutorials that go alongside the stuff that we do in the map making series. So in the series I could explain to you what this is and how it works, and then I could do a tutorial as well to show you exactly how to recreate it and make it work in your own maps. So as well as just going through the development, I kind of want to focus that in a way where you can learn from it as well. So as well as following the development of Gold Rush and Cube Control 2, I also want to look into making my maps compatible with servers. Now I tried to launch my own PvP servers that were free to play recently, and it was a huge disaster. The servers and the maps themselves were really not ready, and it's made me realise there's a lot of things that go into making a map compatible for playing on a server. So that's another thing that I'm going to be trying to do as well. And again, I want to make these things kind of modular, so that you can learn from it and take what I've shown you in the map making series and apply it to your own maps, because a lot of you out there will be watching this. You've all had ideas for maps before, and I'm hoping that I'll be showing you how to put these things into action. So with like the server stuff that I want to do, I'll be trying to make it as modular as possible, so you'll be able to see what I do and then recreate it in your own map. So as well as that, some of the other things I want to do, at the moment I'm a little hazy on how to go about doing it, but I want to do an episode on how to have ideas, how to take your ideas and actually develop them into something, and how to also break down a map from one big overall idea and sort of break everything down into manageable chunks, which is what I've done with Cube Control already. I've picked one or two important things to start on and figure out how they work, and then I kind of build my way outwards from that. And so that's something that I want to do an episode focused on at one point. I don't know when I will do that. Another topic that I've written down here is how to be productive, and also how to manage your workflow, which means how to get yourself in the rhythm of working on a map and how to make that as fast as possible, because there are actually lots of little tips and tricks to avoid time wasting and things that actually slow you down when you're trying to create maps. So I want to get some of that stuff into an episode at some point as well. I just don't really know how to go about doing that at the moment, so it's one of those things that I'm going to figure out over time. And so as well as all of that, I also want to revisit my previous maps, that's Cube Control, Rush and Beast Mode, and also show you the mistakes and errors that I made in those maps so that we can learn from them, because Beast Mode was probably a big mistake. It's actually quite popular. Some of the people that play it, speak really well of it for those that like it, but for me that map was somewhat of a mistake, and I'll explain to you why at some point in the future of this series. And so, with all those things in mind, there is still a couple of other important things that I want to do with this series as well. I want to make it kind of interactive. I want you to know that your feedback is actually really valued and important, because it really helps when making a map to show it to other people and get their thoughts and opinions on it. So while I'm doing my development, I'll be able to get constant feedback from you guys through the comments on the videos as well, which I'm really looking forward to. And also there'll be an opportunity for some of you to play on the maps as well. Now you always need testers to help you test the map and get everything solved, and what I did with Gold Rush is I tweeted out the IP address to my server, and a load of people came on and helped me film the trailer, and I thought it'd be cool to do that as well with testing. And so some of you guys can help me out with testing the maps if that's what you want to do, which would be awesome. So in general, I've got a lot going on for this series. I think it's going to be rammed full of content basically. There's so much that I could talk about with these maps, and I think it's going to be a really interesting series as well. So I'd really appreciate some feedback from you guys. If you want to give this video a like and a comment and let me know what you think about the whole map making thing. And it won't be long before I start recording the first episode, which, as I think I already said, is going to be based around the Gold Rush map. I'm going to walk you through everything there is to do with that, and then we will start development of the Gold Rush 1.5, I guess you could call it, and Cube Control 2 as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the first episode of my map making series.